Hi Pisces, this is Nightbird Tarot. Welcome to your 2026 energy reading. So this is a reading for you for the year. We're not looking at predictions or specific dates, but what we're going to look at as an energy reading throughout the year. So we're going to look at what defines your year overall. We're going to look at what you're releasing, what you're stepping into, some inner work, some spiritual growth that you might be going through, some external opportunities. We could look at your challenges as well. And I'm going to finish off with a message from the universe to finish off the year that you can carry that message throughout 2026. So let's get started here and shuffle the cards. I hope that you're all doing well. Thank you for the likes, shares, and subscribes. It really does help my channel grow, and it's been growing more and more each day. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And Happy New Year to you. Let's take a look here and see what the messages are for 2026 for the sign of Pisces. All right, Pisces. We're going to pull 7 cards here. And we'll go through each question. I will link the questions in the in the comments with timestamps so that you can go right back to them after watching the video. If you're like, what did she say about my key challenges or something like that? And you'll be able to go to those timestamps to get right to the message again, if you forgot. So we're doing, and I did do a little bit pre-shuffling and meditation off camera here. Okay. So let's look at Pisces, what defines your overall year? Okay, Pisces, let's take a look here. So what we have as we step into 2026 here, we have the Six of Wands in the reverse position. What defines Pisces overall year is the Six of Wands in the reverse position. I feel like you have gone through a lack of recognition in the past. And I feel like what is overall is you're going to have determination to get that recognition throughout the year. You've got a fire under your butt in order to get that recognition. I feel like you're going to be really determined to make a successful year. I feel like that's the overall energy here for you, Pisces. I'm going to do a little clarification on this one. Please clarify the Six of Wands for Pisces, please. Okay, so you may be actually working to where you're going to be juggling a lot of different things, okay? There may be some stress that you may be going through in the next year, Pisces, because you feel like you're working very hard and you're not getting the recognition that you may be wanting. So that is defining your year overall. I feel like you may get to a point where you are not willing to delegate tasks, and it's actually going to end up hurting you. So the overall energy for you and what Spirit is saying is you need to start delegating now. You need to start saying, you know what? I've got to start delegating my tasks more. I need to start giving more opportunities to other people so that I don't feel so overstressed, burned out, etc., etc. I feel like you're working so hard, Pisces, looking for that recognition. And what ends up happening is you end up taking on all the responsibility and you don't, you're not willing to delegate it because you want all the recognition. And I feel like a Spirit is saying is a warning for you for the year, Pisces, that you need to start delegating more and not worrying about so much of people having recognition towards what you're doing. And I feel like, it doesn't matter what other people think, is what Spirit is saying here. You're going to end up burned out and stressed because you're trying to make everyone else happy here. So that is the overall theme for 2026, Pisces. Let's look at what you're releasing for the year. Okay. So we have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse position. You are releasing conflict. You're releasing anything that causes conflict. You're releasing social anxiety. You're also wanting to step out and be more social. You're releasing being isolated in your home. You're wanting to meet new people. So that's what you're releasing. So perhaps 2025, you found yourself hermiting a lot. And what you're releasing now is you're releasing the conflict from other people. You're stepping out into society. You're making new friends. You're no longer isolating yourself, and you're releasing that feeling. Let's see what you're stepping into, Pisces, for the year 2026. So you're stepping into 2026 with not really direction on where you're going. You stepped away from what no longer serves you. You may have stepped away from a relationship, a job, something that was no longer serving you, but what you're stepping into the new year is you're not sure what direction you want to go, okay? That's what you're stepping into. You're not sure of what direction you want to go to. You may be afraid to commit to somebody else as well. If you're stepping away from a relationship because you don't want to get hurt again, there could be a fear. There could be, you may feel a little bit of hopelessness, like you'll never find anybody again, things like that. That's what you're stepping into 2026. There is a fear and hopelessness of not knowing what direction you're going. And this may change throughout the year, but that's what you're stepping into 2026. So in other words, today is January 1st. You're stepping into the year not knowing what's coming, okay? That's why you're here looking at this tarot spread. So there is a little bit of fear based behind this and what you're stepping into for 2026. And you may be afraid because this is a cup card. The Eight of Cups in reverse is telling me that you have a fear of maybe letting somebody new back into your life on an emotional level. So let's see what the inner work or spiritual growth you'll be going through 2026, Pisces. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles here. So the inner work or spiritual growth that you may be going through is dealing with you're no longer going to deal with people that are unreliable, is what I feel like with the Knight of Pentacles. That has really been a big growth for you through 2025, where you released what no longer serves you, released the people that are unreliable in your life. And I feel like that's what the inner work spiritual growth that you're going to go through 2026. You're no longer going to attract those type of people that are unreliable. You don't want anything to do with them, okay? People that are unsuccessful, people that are unreliable, that sit on their butts all day. You want people that are an inspiration to you, okay? You want to be around people that are successful, focused, driven, that do what they say that they're going to do, that are there for you when you need them to be, okay? And I feel like that's the inner work and spiritual growth that you've learned throughout 2025, and you're pushing it into 2026, and you're saying, no more am I dealing with people that are unreliable. Let's see what the external opportunities are for you for the year, Pisces. So there is an opportunity in love for you, Pisces. There's a Knight of Cups here. There's somebody that's going to be coming in that may be romantic, idealistic, somebody that is kind of like a knight in shining armor if you are looking for love. This could also, if you are in a committed relationship, This could also mean that your relationship is going to grow even further to more committed relationship. With the Knight of Cups here, there could be an engagement. There could be some type of offer of love as an external opportunity. So a knight or a knightess could be offering you some type of love, Pisces. And it looks like it could be coming in the summertime. Again, I'm not doing predictions, but the Knight of Cups is a summer card. They may be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, which you would relate to very, very well. You may have some inner conflict, as we talked about before, about stepping into this. As we talked about before, afraid to commit to somebody, as we were talking about that what you're stepping into 2026. So you may have an offer of love or some type of emotional good thing, something romantic, where you're wanting to follow your heart because this person is treating you with love, okay? But because of what you've gone through, you may be afraid to commit to this person. So yeah, that's what I'm feeling for you, Pisces, here. Let's look at your challenge for the year here. So your challenge, Pisces, is you've gone through an emotional loss. You may feel a little bit of emptiness as you're moving into 2026 because you've let go of what no longer serves you. There could have been a breakup and divorce. You could have lost a job, something like that that really pulled at your heartstrings. So the challenge for the year is that you are going into the year with grief, okay, because of something that you've released, and it may make you feel, emotional. It may make you feel empty, but I do see that there is new love coming. There is an opportunity coming in for love, or some type of emotion that you've released with something else moving into 2026. Later in the year, I feel like there is a new offer coming in, but you're going to be afraid to commit to it because of what you've gone through. So a message to carry out through the year, Pisces, we do have the Three of Cups here. So this is all about celebrating life. So the message and guidance for you to carry out throughout the year is Spirit is saying to you to celebrate all the love and success in your life, okay? Share with other people. Gather with other people, the celebration of life is that you were put here for a purpose, okay? To celebrate all the love, all of the gatherings that you might have, all the successes that you might have throughout the year. Celebrate them. We always look at what's bad, okay? Celebrate the good things. Celebrate the milestones that you go throughout the year is what Spirit is saying to you, Pisces. It's really important that, you drink from the cup once in a while. You smell the roses once in a while, It's okay to celebrate life's accomplishments, okay? And, you don't always have to be recognized by other people here. It's okay to celebrate anyway, the things that you've done. And even though somebody may not be putting you on a pedestal, you can put yourself on a pedestal. I want to finish off your reading with a message from the universe, Pisces. But yes, the overall year looks really, really good for you, Pisces. It looks like you're stepping into a year that you're not quite sure what direction you're going because you've had to release something in the past. There's been an emotional loss, okay? But it looks like there's something new coming in for you. You may be afraid to commit to it, okay? But what Spirit is saying here is for 2026 is to celebrate all of love's and life's pleasures, okay? All the successes that you do have throughout 2026. It's time to celebrate them. It's a message from the universe to finish up the reading for Pisces, please, Spirit. Okay, so it says, prioritize self-healing right now. Put your needs above others for once. Did I not say that? It's time to focus on you. Self-healing takes time and a lot of self-love. Celebrate the self-love. Remember, open wounds don't heal into scars overnight. That's what your Ace of Cups is about, okay? Take the time you need in order to feel happier and healthier within yourself. There is no rush. Well, that's a beautiful reading, Pisces. Your overall year for 2026 looks really wonderful. You've got some healing that you're needing to do and some time for self-reflection. I feel like you need to prioritize your healing right now for 2026. I feel like throughout the year it will get easier. You will have some new emotional stuff coming in for you. It looks like summertime. But yeah, the year is about self-healing. So prioritize self-healing. It's all about you and self-love this year. So I hope that you enjoyed the reading, Pisces. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. I'd love to hear in the comment section how you resonate with this message. And I wish you a blessed 2026. I will continue to do the dailies each day too, so you might find a message in there too. So please feel free to look at those readings. Have a blessed day. Namaste.